Hey guys, it is Jason DeLong with Heartland Homes KC, and just wanted to do a little quick Facebook Live today. I thought no better way to introduce Nick Helm as one of our new agents on the team. He will be helping out, servicing some of the buyers that we love to work with, and so I want to introduce him. He's coming from the Illinois market. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the difference between the two, and as well, we're going to chat about being a buyer in this market. Nick, what's up?
What's going on? Yeah, so I came from Illinois. I worked in Illinois for 2 years and then relocated to Kansas City. Just to touch on the differences in the market, it's a lot different. Way more of a seller's market here than it was in Illinois. So it's a little tougher for buyers, and just got to make sure you're putting your best foot forward and always trying to, put your best offer you can in if it's the home you really want. So there is big
Right.
differences, but yeah, it's different. A lot of learning.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. When we first talked about that, what's up, Halston? You being from Illinois, I mean, like Kansas City, your local market, you think like the whole country's like that, but I mean, you guys are what, 3 hours away, and
4 hours.
4 hours away, and it's quite a bit different. You mean a little bit different demographics and smaller town, but so yeah, no, we're definitely a seller's market here, but being a buyer is tough. I know I usually touch on the seller side and don't hit the buyer side as much, but being a buyer in this market, it's tough. So I think I've got one example I'll give towards the end, kind of a real world example. But I mean, what do you think of the buyers that you've been working with lately? You want to touch on that, just because I mean it's kind of an emotional roller coaster right now, and you got to make fast, paced decisions.
Yeah, so I always make sure, especially when you're working with buyers, you're seeing as many homes as you can, and our inventory is down so much that you really have to be looking on our websites every day and making sure that you see the home whenever it pops up, because we're seeing homes go off so quickly that buyers are getting a little frustrated. So
Yeah.
a lot of it's talking people down, explaining the market to them, and explaining that looking and searching for a home for a few months is not unusual right now.
Right.
And just giving them comfort in that, and not letting them get discouraged, and making sure they capitalize whenever they do find the home that they really want to see themselves in. And that's really the biggest point, is making sure that if your buyer is walking into a home during a showing and they're absolutely in love with it, that they need to put their best foot forward, they need to put their best offer in, and they need to understand how to do that.
Yep. I agree. It's funny you touch on so it's once the listing comes on, you need to get the buyer out there as soon as possible. And that's one benefit of our team is, like, if say you're out showing another buyer and another buyer texts you about this property, if you can't go show them, you're going to get a hold of one of us, and we can kind of help each other out and get them out there as soon as they can. But it used to be 10, 15 years ago, the real estate agent was kind of the keeper of the knowledge, had the listings in house, and so like you would funnel all this stuff out, what you thought was best for the buyer, area and criteria. But now sometimes I hear it as a complaint, buyers are like, well, I'm the one that told them which house I want to look at. Well, that's the way it should be. I mean, buyers have just as much knowledge and get the listings just as fast as we do nowadays. So, even though we've got them set up on a search, they might get it sooner than we might get it, if it's in our email or whatever else. So you kind of work as a team with the buyer to get the best house, to go show them. So
right.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, internet's a crazy thing. They get information just as quick as we do. And 10, 15 years ago, that wasn't the case,
Yeah.
You get a list of homes, and you pick what they're interested in and show them the paperwork, and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Now they automatically get notifications, and they know exactly what they want to see. And we try to do the best to put those homes in front of them.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
And like, so talking about putting their best foot forward, as far as an offer goes, I know every financing option out there is different, and you got to ask for closing costs if they don't have them. But I mean, I continually hear from sellers, especially when there's multiple offers, they're looking for the cleanest offer out there.
Right.
Yeah. So putting your best foot forward, usually you're going to try to make it the strongest offer. Whether it's price or just no closing costs, quicker close, and those type of things. So I don't know what you're hearing or seeing from the buyers out there.
Yeah, I mean, just from a seller's side, when you're getting that many offers, you're looking at all parts of the contract, and as far as closing costs, home warranties, everything that goes along with it, they're analyzing all of that and seeing what they think is the strongest offer that will take them to close. And if we're in a situation to where if you're in if you see a home you like, maybe if you have the money for the closing costs, we don't ask for it on this house, or we pay for our own home warranty. There's other ways to go about things to build your offer, and it's really just understanding your client's position and or your buyer's position, and trying to put the best offer out there, and that's in every way possible. And we might even touch on escalation clauses, which is a great thing too.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the real world example, last night we just put a home under contract for one of our sellers, and it's the one that you did the open house on. So we had a total of 3 offers on that one, and they were all good. They were all good. 2 of them were a little bit above list price, but both of those had escalation clauses in that would carried up, $1,000 increments above the next highest offer. But the one that won out was the cleanest offer. No closing cost. It was and another little tidbit, which I hope this doesn't come back and bite me for me and my lender friends, but the offer that got chosen was one of our preferred offers lenders that we work with. So we knew that he was going to fight, to the finish. And I've told buyers that before, like, let me find out who this listing agent's preferred lender is, and we'll go through them, so that way the lender's kind of on our side too.
Yeah, that's another big thing. Using local lenders that a lot of agents have experience with, and that they know can keep all the eggs in a row and get the job done. And that's a good asset to have too. It's
Yeah.
better and
Yeah.
it's better than going online and getting pre-approved in 30 seconds or whatever, and having issues down the road with that. And that's a big
Right.
in Illinois too that we ran into. So it's everywhere.
Yeah. I know, because the listing agent, you see an offer come through, and if it's a lender you don't feel comfortable with, you're like, I don't know.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, that's huge, I think, really.
Yeah.
But well, good deal, man. No, I mean, we're glad to have you the team, and we'll get you out there doing
Yeah.
some more of the
Yeah. I'm
more
glad.
knowledge out there.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to be here. I've had fun, and continue to work with buyers and do the best I can, and be sure to help you guys out. And if you guys ever need anything, I'm always here.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, we'll close out, and just if anybody's got any questions out there, wants to talk to me or Nick, just holler back at us, and we'd be glad to answer any questions.
All right.
So enjoy the weekend. Have a good Friday.
Yep. You
Go
too.
Chiefs.
Thanks, guys.